PMPA's Final Cut of the Week, where we share important information you may have missed while you were making essential parts. I'm David Wynn.
And I'm Kate Corella Smith, and this is what you need to know for the week ending January 19, 2024. Tax writers in Congress have come to an agreement on a bill to undo the tax increases that began taking effect on January 1, 2022, under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. These increases on small businesses include modifications to Section 174 R&D expenditures, bonus depreciation, and the Section 163J deduction. We need this deal to move forward this month. It's crucial that you contact your members of Congress now.
According to Industry Week, the most recent magnet survey of manufacturers, there has been an 80% increase in the adoption of Industry 4.0 over the past 4 years. Even with that jump, we still have only about a 20% adoption in the Northeast Ohio market. Smaller companies with 10 to 100 employees are taking even less advantage. Our take? There's a lot of room for growth for our shops using Industry 4.0 techniques. Adopting technology enhancements will help us be more nimble, doing more with less available talent.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Producer Price Index for final demand fell 0.1% in December, seasonally adjusted. Final demand prices moved down 0.1% in November and 0.4% in October. December 2022 to December 2023, the index for final demand was up 1.0%. The index for final demand goods fell 0.4% in December, the third consecutive decline. In December, nearly 60% of the decrease can be traced to a 1.2% drop in prices for final demand energy. Indexes fell for jet fuel and passenger cars, while the index for non-ferrous scrap rose.
At Volkswagen Institute in Germany, they are teaching 3D printing in their training programs. The new curriculum is part of Volkswagen's transition from a car company to a technology company. Volkswagen's Institute is part of a $1 billion investment in electromobility and environmentally friendly vehicle production. It looks like 3D printing is here to stay. The technology has been improving rapidly over the last several years, and it is time to see 3D printing as an opportunity for our performers to level up their skills, not as a threat to the future of our business.
On this week's Speaking of Precision podcast, Miles Free, Carly Kistler-Miller, and David discuss using statistical process control data to better understand our processes, our customer needs, and reduce the friction when our processes perform exactly as we warranted. This podcast and our Speaking of Suppliers podcast can be found on major podcast platforms or on PMPA.org.
Now it's time for our weekly tip. The Deming Cycle, plan, do, check, act, is a staple of management in the manufacturing world. It is a tool for managing shop floor processes and fostering their improvement. But how could the Deming Cycle be updated to address management processes? To learn the answer to this question, go to PMPA.org's Knowledge Centers or Final Cut of the Week.
And that's our take on what you need to know for the week ending January 19, 2024. For additional information and links about any of the topics discussed today, go to PMPA.org and click on Final Cut of the Week.
Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next Friday.